Hello and welcome to another episode. I'm really excited because we are diving into a story that is not only about farming, but also about resilience, innovation, and a way of living that's deeply connected to nature. Our guest today is a founder of Renuka Bio Farm, Mr. Rajendra Nath Reddy, an inspiring startup that began with a vision of restoring degraded land and has grown into a powerful ecosystem, combining sustainable agriculture, eco restoration, training, value chain intervention, and even agrotourism. So, let's hear directly from the founder about their journey, their philosophy, and their dream of making agriculture not just sustainable but also profitable and future ready. So, hello, sir. How are you? Welcome to the episode.
Namaste.
So, can we start with a brief introduction and could you share that a moment or spark that led you to founding of Renuka Biofarms?
Basically, I'm an agriculture graduate and having my master's in environmental science. Worked with industry, both private as well as government, for about 9 years. And then in 2004, I left my job to start Renuka Biofarms. The main intention to start Renuka Biofarms was earlier we used to say to many farmers, like young farmers and all those things, that they should be in agriculture and to continue their legacy and all.
Hmm, right.
But being myself also an agriculture graduate, I thought that was 9 years was a quite sufficient time. Then I said I should be piling my hands into the soil and getting it dirty
Yeah.
and be like a practical farmer. So
Yes.
rather than preaching, we should be doing things and then we should be saying them you can practice and do things like. So that was a reason why I left my job and then started Reddy Farms in an area about 20 acres of land.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's a journey it has started like.
As we know, sir, many people still see farming as a subsistence activity, right? How would you describe the vision behind Renuka Biofarms in one sentence, and what future are you trying to build with it?
Yeah, Renuka Biofarms is actually an integrated organic farm. So earlier, the land what we were presently doing under Renuka Biofarms was an chemically grown land. So we have converted the land, complete land of 20 acres into organic agriculture. And some portion we have to restore it because there was a rocky patch and all those things. It was not fertile and the organic carbon percentage was very less. It was a very degraded land.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a lot of challenges in bringing this land to now what you see after 20 years of our activity. So initially people mocked at us saying that without using chemicals, how you are going to grow and all those things. So we
Mm-hmm.
wanted to set an example and make it as a demo farm to people things can be done even in a degraded lands.
Mm-hmm.
So that was an our motive behind starting this.
So your farm is doing more than just producing crop, right? As I know, like you're combining agriculture, horticulture, animal husbandry, agri-tourism, training, etc. So how do you weave all these strands together into single identity?
Actually, we wanted from the beginning of the farm, we designed the farm in such a way that so we should have all the practices. Like if it has to be a demo farm, we cannot say that I grow only agriculture and do things like that. And that was the reason why we integrated all the things. And in an organic farm, any farmer wants to do, he has to have an multiple cropping, and he has to integrate livestock into this. And this will be like an primary kind of a thing, and the secondary kind of income should come from things like value addition and processing and also agritourism. That's what we wanted to see, that the farm not only makes income from primary sources but also from the secondary sources.
Right. So, like,
Yeah.
as we know, like Renuka Biofarm started in 2025, right? So, like restoring a degraded patch of land, and over time expanded to managing eco restoration over 1,000 acres. So, what were some of the hardest trade-off or decision you had to make in that growth journey?
Yeah, initially we made a demo farm because when we have to show to people that how degraded land can be converted. Then once our we had crops, because when I first grown my paddy in the year 2004, all my villagers said that I'm not going to harvest any rice from that. So then finally, when I harvested about 15 bags of rice, so
Mm-hmm.
our average village average is about 25 bags.
Mm-hmm.
So then they realized that okay, by this system also we can grow. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
inventing anything new because for the traditionally we have been growing rice or any crop organically. But
Mm-hmm.
after this modern agriculture came, so then we started going for all these things. But now we wanted to bring back the same practices with a modern touch. That was the main thing. And even we had, when we tried to convince farmers to change their cultivation practices and how we can bring their lands and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, they were adamant in adopting certain practices.
Right.
But while observing our demo farm and visiting our demo farm, and we are conducted a series of meetings. So we are also in FAO soil doctor program, local promoter also. So Renuka Farms does that. So then we used to educate a lot on why yields are decreasing
Mm-hmm.
and how to improve those things. Then they
Mm-hmm.
say that then because now the cattle population, the livestock population has decreased, so
Mm-hmm.
farmers are not using organic manure. They are
Mm-hmm.
just only depending on chemical. So then, what are the alternative ways how we can make many amendments like wood ash,
Mm-hmm.
then you have the biomass clippings and all those things. So those practices started being practiced by farmers, and then they are seeing results. Then that is how the things have happened. But it was a tough journey initially to convince farmers because
Yeah.
for you bringing out any technology, it's not
Mm-hmm.
that easy to
Right.
take to them. But once they are convinced, yes, because the word of mouth it spreads, and
Mm-hmm.
fellow farmers.
Once they will build
Convince.
the trust, then it will be easy for
Yes,
us, right?
yes.
So, like, could you break down your business model for us? Like, how these different component completely like work with each other and create both impact and revenue for you?
Yeah, we have some of the models. What we have done was how to improve the soil. We were doing trading with neem powder. We are making a neem powder, and then we also make organic manures at our farm. We have a goshala, so
Hmm.
where we are conserving native cows. So we have about 70 cows at present, and whatever the dung and urine that we get, we make added products like vermicompost, panchgavya, and
Mm-hmm.
Jivamrit and all those things. When we started the Goshala in our farm, so people were laughing at us why this man is purchasing
Mm-hmm.
all the animals which we are going to slaughter. Actually, those animals we have purchased from farmers. But I said like when we have to grow organic agriculture, you have to have animals in your farm and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't take milk from them and those things, whatever is the milk that comes out, we give it to the calves. So no milking is done. And the entire thing is a free grazing. They go for a free grazing and they are left. Even in our Goshala, when they come also, they roam freely. They are not tied or anything. They are happy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the thing. And then we make neem powder, as I earlier mentioned. So because getting a good soil amendment is an important thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when we that acts as an both fertilizer as well as an pesticide for farmers. So that we are making in our farm. Then we also promote post-harvest management solutions
Mm-hmm.
dry chain technologies. So promoting PICS bags and promoting yeah, dry carts. So those are the technologies that we are getting. And some areas we don't get revenues, and some areas we are getting revenues. So this
Mm-hmm.
whatever I mentioned, we are by the sale of manures and the sale of neem powder, sale of the PICS bags, sale of tricards. So, and also we are selling our organic rice.
So, in this, which
So,
product is your hero product, if I may I know?
but
Okay.
now bags are picking up, and also
Mm-hmm.
our mangoes and sapota and our rice.
Okay.
So once people taste the things, our
Mm-hmm.
sapotas and mangoes especially, and our
Mm-hmm.
govas also, so
Mm-hmm.
they feel that they are asking more and more.
Oh,
So whatever we have a limited kind of a thing we supply to them.
yeah.
So we since it's not an our farm is not a certified thing, but
Mm-hmm.
we do ethical things, ethical farming, and we
Mm-hmm.
say and people have trust in us, so they don't other malpractices.
Yeah,
So
building
that's
a
why,
trust among a customer, that is very
yeah.
important, right?
So we are in fact we are unable to supply the food products, so
Okay.
the fruits and the
Mm-hmm.
rice and all kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even our vegetables we produce in a small quantities that
Mm-hmm.
are also like a premium zone. When when our products reaches to the market, even consumers wait for them.
Yeah, talking about consumers, like many entrepreneurs struggle with making sustainability financially viable, right?
Yeah.
So what strategies have helped you convince customer and partners that sustainable products or service are worth paying for?
Yeah, we have to have one integration of things. One product, since we are into integrated farming systems, so we don't really depend on one product, and we have to have a different kind of things. Because if one product doesn't suit to the farmer needs, we need to have something in our basket so that we can market them. For example, like we were being promoting Moringa from 2010, we were supplying it to Organic India,
Mm-hmm.
and then that company stopped taking moringa from us. Then we try to supply to other companies and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
So likewise, we have to have a different kind of a things in your portfolio so that if one client fails, also you can supply to other you have sources. So likewise, even with the product portfolios also, if you are having different things, if you go to farmers, sometimes they ask like soil amendments or sometimes post harvest products kind of a thing. That's how we have been seeing sustainability in us. But there are some areas where you will not be making much profits, but still you should have them in your basket.
As you mentioned, like working without chemical usage, like combining ancient knowledge and modern techniques, right? So how do you balance innovation, like using new tools, sensor data with traditional wisdom on the ground? So have there been a moment when the two philosophies conflicts?
In fact, there are many things we learn from our traditional methods in
Mhm.
farming. Comparing, like if I can give you brief things related to post harvest, our ancestors, our fathers, and grandfathers, and all, they used to protect the grains using an straw ropes they used to
Mhm.
make and from the paddy straw, and they used to build like an house type of a thing, and they used to store the rice grains and all, and they used to plaster it with cow dung and all those things.
Hmm.
So that kind of a skill is not available now. So we have integrated them with the PIX bags. So wherein PIX bags solves that issue of storing. There are like other kinds of things like if you take Panchagavya or Jivamrit and all those things, that is all traditional things. Now
Right.
people are saying it in the name of natural farming or whatever
Mhm.
you are
Mhm.
calling. So
Mhm.
you are bringing back. So now we have to use in certain areas for enrichment of compost. We are using biofertilizers and bioagents like
Mhm.
Trichoderma, Pseudomonas, and all. Compost, anyway, it has been practiced traditionally. So, but enrichment of compost with biofertilizers and bioagents makes the compost more nutritive and cost effective for enriching the soil. So, likewise, we need to see how technologies integrate.
Mhm.
So, that is an important thing. So, some of the like concoctions what we use in organic farming, a lot of Vriksha Ayurveda. So, we
Mhm.
follow the concepts of Vriksha Ayurveda.
Mhm.
So, those are giving very good results. And now, what they are doing is in the modern methods, they are extracting the alkalides.
Right.
So traditionally, we used to just pound the leaves, boil them, and all those things.
Mhm.
Suppose, say, like for neem also, we used to have neem kernel seed thing that is sprayed, but now they are extracting the azadirachtin from it. So these are like a traditional kind of a thing mixing with an modern technologies
Yeah.
help. There are many things. So we used to conduct some of these. We used to call herbal healers and all those things, even
Mhm.
in ethnobotanists. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then learn the things which has been knowledge that has been forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
So there are many things we can integrate and do things.
Yeah. So over the years, what strategies or experiment you have tried that didn't work, or what lessons came out of those failures?
Sometimes those are the methods which has been mentioned traditionally. Some
Mm-hmm.
of these ingredients or herbs might not be available.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
the availability of raw material might be a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, most of the things we have tried and we have done. But only thing is that
That's great.
there should be a patience in doing things.
Hmm.
Because if at all I want to spray an azadirachtin active ingredient, so I go to the market and purchase the things and comes back and I just spray it like. But
Mm-hmm.
whereas with if at all I have to prepare a neem seed kernel extract, so I need to get the seed, then pound them, I need to soak them, and then after the next day only I can use them actually for after soaking for 24 hours. So these are
Mm-hmm.
the some of the challenges,
Some of the
but
challenges. Yeah.
the costs are also more. Like if at all you are to go for a modern things, the costs are more.
Mm-hmm.
But whereas with the traditional things, the costs are less.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to compare. So which works out, and
Mm-hmm.
there are many things people have documented which
Hmm.
technologies works well and which doesn't.
So,
So
like,
we select and we do things.
yeah. So, how are you building a resilience into your system, like both ecological and financial, to face, uncertainties? Because we know, like in agriculture, we do face uncertainties.
I'll give you an example of my organic rice, which we do in 8 acres of land. Fellow farmers, they practice conventional agriculture, whereas I do organic. And thing is that what my costs of cultivation are very less. It's about 25,000 I spend on my cost of cultivation for the entire 4 month season to get the crops. But per acre, I'm talking about.
Hmm.
But when I compare my yield and what price I sell, so even if costs, input costs, and all those things, if I minus also, I
Mm-hmm.
get about because I grow as an premium organically and I sell as premium. So I get about 75,000 per acre as my net income.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas my fellow farmers, so their cost of cultivation is between 30 to 35,000. So they
Mm-hmm.
hardly get about 45,000. So
Mm-hmm.
they get only 10,000 per acre. Because ours, we are selling it as a premium, and we do value addition. So we don't sell as a paddy. So we
Mm-hmm.
convert them into a rice, a single polished rice,
Mm-hmm.
and we sell them. We brand it and we sell it in
Yeah,
our
value addition
farm.
and branding is important here.
Yes.
So let's talk about the reach, sir. So to reach more farmers, you may need models like partnership, franchisees, or digital platforms, right? So what is your scaling approach going forward, and how do you ensure you maintain integrity, sustainability, and farmer welfare as you scale?
Yeah, we work with a lot of organizations like Tata Trust and Syngenta Foundation and AAG Foundation. There are many organizations. I'm naming a few, and
Mm-hmm.
we work with a lot of pharma producer companies and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
So earlier, I'm an director at Vegetable Grower Association of India.
Mm-hmm.
So where we have promoted more than 100 FPOs across the country. That's how we just connect with them. And also like digital tools, yes, we are actively in the
Mm-hmm.
social media, WhatsApp groups and all those things, making videos and all. My influencers are there.
Oh.
So they take our technologies and they promote.
Mm-hmm.
So likewise, we are getting now into started. So
Mm-hmm.
we are getting good results actually. So
Mm-hmm.
most we do some of the demonstrations also. Recently,
Mm-hmm.
I was in one village in near to Varanasi. It is about
Mm-hmm.
30 kilometers. So when we were talking with farmers, then we were asking like the soil, how it is responding and all those things. They said, sir, yields are reducing. Then I learned from the people, the scientists over there, that the soil organic carbon is very less. It is below 0.5%. So
Mm-hmm.
then I told them like how you can enrich your soil and how you can
Mm-hmm.
build organic carbon and all those things. So
Mhm.
likewise, we reach out to many people.
Yeah.
So through different medias and
Mm.
associations. So that's
Mm.
how we are promoting. So we don't see that any competition or kind of a thing, that we wanted to see that our soils gets better,
Mm-hmm.
because it's a very concerning thing. It's not for our generation, for the next coming
Next
generations
one.
also.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We should see that the soil should be productive.
Mm-hmm.
These are the things that we work with other partners.
Talking about young generation, so for young people considering agriculture or agri entrepreneurship, so what inner qualities or habits do you think they must cultivate to sustain through the hard times?
Because whenever we go to schools and colleges and all, when we ask them like, what do you want to become, then they will say only two things, either
Mm.
engineer or doctor.
Doctor, right?
So very few of them, they say that they want to become a farmer and all those things. But now in our program, Renuka Academy for Future Farmers, we
Mm.
wanted to see that no agriculture graduate is left without a job.
Mm.
So we wanted to train them, and we wanted to bring them into
Mm.
either they should be an entrepreneur or they should be into the
Mm.
job, for
Mhm.
the industry, connect them to the industry. So
Mhm.
that's how we started this Renuka Academy for Future Farmers. And
Mhm.
also we go to the different schools and all, and then we invite them for an agri-tourism to our farm.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
wherein they can see different technologies and all those things
Mhm.
like animal husbandry, agriculture,
Mhm.
horticulture, and tourism kind of a thing. And
Mm.
we create interest in them so that
So
they become
till
future farmers.
yeah, so till now,
So
how many young people have connected to you?
we have almost like about 1,000 plus visitors in our farm.
Oh, that's great number.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we are not restricting them. So they come to our farm for a day
Mhm.
tourism. So
Mhm.
they enjoy the entire day. They
Mhm.
spend the day with us, and
Mhm.
they have the local lunch,
Mhm.
whatever is a locally prepared lunch, and
Mhm.
everyone, their feedback is good. So we found them good and all. But
Mhm.
even we think that even a 5% of them, whoever visited, if they become, we don't say that they should become a farmer, but we
Mhm.
say them that even if you are supporting, connecting farmers to consumers,
Mhm.
or doing the marketing for them, or
Mhm.
promoting on social media, so they can
Mhm.
help the farmers. So it's
Right.
not that they should come and
Mhm.
work in the field and do
Mhm.
things like that.
Yeah.
So in many ways they can support.
Yeah, and
So
that is another way to connect to nature also, right? Because these days people are not doing that thing much. So,
yeah,
mm,
and whenever we ask where the food comes from and all, they say that it's
mm.
come from a factory. Then they we ask
Yeah.
them a
Mm.
typical example. Then they say they only remember that it is a noodles.
Yeah, right.
So Maggie noodles. So then for that also I ask them what is the raw material.
Hmm.
So they say that, sir, it is made in the factory itself.
Hmm.
Then we used to explain them, no, the maida or the wheat
Hmm.
flour that is made for the noodles comes from farmers only. It comes from the
Hmm.
wheat, not
Right.
from factory.
Yes. Yes.
So, or milk from factories, they say, no,
Hmm.
milk is not produced in the factory. It is produced from the cow.
Yeah.
And we say like that. And then we say them the last slogan is like,
Hmm.
so you have to eat three times food only. You cannot eat software or a hardware.
Right.
So that is only for your living, but without food you cannot sustain.
Cannot survive. Yeah.
So some of them, yeah, you need to work and all those things. We encourage them. We show
Hmm.
them the good models, and
Hmm.
we so once they visit our farm, they are exposed to different technologies. We have low cost technologies. We don't have an high tech kind of a
Hmm.
thing.
Hmm.
Uh, so which are replicable, and so they can adapt them. So those are the things.
So, like, what is your vision for Renuka Biofarms over the next 5 to 10 years in terms of impact?
Impact in a sense like we don't want the young generation of agri graduates to be on the streets or whatever jobless. So we
Hmm.
wanted to train them, and we wanted to see them either as an entrepreneur or as an connect them to the industry. There are many opportunities for them. They are not knowing those things.
Yeah.
So, like they can become post-harvest entrepreneurs. So they can set up rural godowns in the villages and store their produce, and then they can sell them and all those things. So what we are envisioning is that to see these graduates fulfilling their dreams after completion of their graduation, and also
Mm-hmm.
like the soils for the future generation should be there. So we are promoting how sustainable soils can be made, and
Mm-hmm.
the degradation process should stop. So these are the things that Renuka Biofarm sees in the future, and we have been doing it for the past and present and future also,
Mm-hmm.
to see the degraded lands to be productive lands, and back giving them very good yields.
Yeah.
So, and thereby reducing the dependency on chemicals and all those things.
Yeah.
And people should have, we say that organic farming by every farmer.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever the possible, at least they can become pesticide free.
Right.
People should eat pesticide free.
Cool.
So grow what you eat, and eat what you grow.
It's great quote, sir. Yeah. So finally, what gives you hope when the going gets tough? Like what stories, signs, or movement keep you and energy alive in the journey?
So we face a lot of challenges being an entrepreneur and working depressed or kind of a thing. Then again, that is only for a moment, and again we come back and saying that no, no, our target or our goal should not get changed.
Right.
So that's how, because I give you an example. One of the agricultural universities VC came to our farm, and then
Mm-hmm.
he asked, "So you are now not getting that much what you were earning while you are
Uh-huh.
doing a job?" Then he says, "At one time of, do you feel that you want to go back, leave the profession and go back?"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I say him that it will not happen, because in 2017 I was in US. Entrepreneur wanted to set up an 450-acre of moringa farm.
Mm-hmm.
So they have offered a very good package for me, that to manage the entire that
Mm-hmm.
450-acre wellness center using moringa. So
Mm-hmm.
I was working on moringa from 2010.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that package should have attracted me to go there. But I said, I have already invested my time, my money, everything. And
Mm-hmm.
my motto is different, not to come over here and do things, but I'll be in my own thing, in my own country,
Mm-hmm.
and practice and try to adopt those things. I can only learn few things from you, but those should be adopted in my own farm. I was also in Israel in 2007 for
Uh-huh. Yeah.
15-day program
Mm-hmm.
on organic farming and practices.
Mm-hmm.
So they're everywhere. In 2005, I was in Philippines. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever the technologies that we learned, low cost technologies, that
Mm-hmm.
we try to promote and see how our farmers get benefited, mostly smallholder farmers. So
Yes.
our aim is to see that smallholder farmers sustain,
Mm-hmm.
and they should not be, their livelihood should improve.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever they are doing, adopting these technologies, their livelihood should improve.
Yeah, and
So this
finally,
is our,
sir, like how the Association of Managed CIA helped you, if you share with us.
definitely that was an very good support for us in bringing us, and we have also been selected top 20 entrepreneurs also. So it has projected, and it has given us a great mileage in terms of visibility of Renuka Biofarms. So whenever we say that, even in our website and banners also, we are
Mm-hmm.
proudly to say that we are associated with Managed CAA.
Yeah.
And the mentorship and the funding, everything, it has helped us take us in this journey to a next level. So we hope, and we have been deeply grateful for Manage CAA, the
Yeah.
entire team from top to bottom. So for their continued support, and whenever we require anything, they are very helpful in guiding us and mentoring. So we are very grateful to them, and that has helped us a lot.
Yeah, thank you for the kind words, sir. So we are at the end of the episode. If you want to share anything else, please feel free to share.
Like in our journey, we would like to get associated more with Manage, because we will be conducting some of this plant doctor program for students and all.
Mm-hmm.
Might be I just wanted to also have an when I come to Hyderabad next month, how we can integrate, because the extension is an important thing, because the farmers are failing because only of the extension. The
Mm-hmm.
technologies are not reaching to the farmers.
Mm-hmm.
So there are many technologies, but
Mm-hmm.
we are only a few. We are taking them. There are many technologies which need to be done, and
Mm-hmm.
how these partnerships can help us in taking this mission forward. So
Mm-hmm.
that is what our goal, and we wanted to get associated.
Yeah, so thank you so much, sir, for sharing your journey with us. Renuka
Yeah.
Biofarm is a living example of how sustainability, innovation, and profitability can go hand in hand when drives by passion and persistence. So, to our listener, I hope today's conversation had sparked some idea and inspired you to take a step, big or small, toward a more sustainable life. So, this was a Manage CIA podcast, and you have been listening to the story of Renuka Biofarms. And stay tuned for more stories that inspire change. And until next time, let's keep growing sustainably. Sir, thank you, sir.